Good day. I hope everybody out there is having a good one. If it's your first time to the channel, what we do here is we follow people's suggestions rather than following algorithms. It's been a novel idea because it's run on horizons exponentially, musically, and or otherwise. We found all sorts of stuff that we never would have found any other way. So finding music and all that is what you're into. Music from all sorts of different genres, musical spectrums, different areas, places we didn't even know existed. Might want to hit the subscribe button, take a look around because we got a lot of playlists that reflect that music that I was just talking about there. So this is a gentleman that we are trying to get a playlist together. In fact, hopefully by the time you're watching this, this gentleman will have his own playlist here on the channel, and rightfully so. I've mentioned before in a video that we did with him that he's like part of like the Seven Samurai, or you know, these key figures that, you know, are in flamenco that are celebrated, you know, around the world, and for good reason. Now, Vicente is like a whole generation away from like some other artists like Paco, and in fact, Manolo Sanlúcar is Vicente's teacher, I'm pretty sure. Please correct me if I'm wrong. We have videos of Manolo and Paco together, and wow, that's some brilliant stuff. So you could just imagine how awesome Vicente is, and he has just this really magical way of the way he plays riffs and pulls out notes and stuff. It's just, you'll see what I mean. I think we're going to be in for a treat. This is an afternoon in Caramel. That'd be a nice little, imagine how like sticky, but like at the same time comfy that would be. I don't know. Be tasty. Unless you don't like caramel, because it sticks all to your teeth. Yeah, but anyway. That is. One thing you notice with Vicente too, yeah, that pinky, that thing, it's had an extension. Put it in a pinky stretcher.
Donde me encuentre con tus besos.
See, he just like slips in them. Oh, we got room for a couple notes. About 7. We got room for 1, we got room for 9. That's awesome. And always the feeling like everything's it's like jazz. Well, it is in the jazz, but it's everything's happening when it wants to happen, and everything's just jam out. Turn the bass up. It's just so. That's awesome, dude. I like how the bass is like playing muted to go along with the claps stuff. You can hear him hitting the string. Brilliant. It's a lot of lungs, throat control. It's like you gotta bring in a lot of air, but you gotta use it wisely. Look at that. Look at him. Yeah! Oh, he's so awesome. Okay, like, all right. Here are a few things that I've said about this man before, and I'm going to say them again. First of all, his pinky is abnormally able to literally just reach right up. And you have to understand a couple things about like his technique and everything. There's a lot of wrist going on, and he's put stretching fingers and doing things and then landing in chords and going in places and lightening up. And he likes to do these like where he kind of lulls you into a sense of calm and then rips you right out of it. And it's in the most brilliant way. And it's just so awesome. Like, yeah. I could sit and compliment, this guy's guitar techniques and playing and talk an awful lot about all that, but it's just he is the epitome of like the old guard. And like when you see like the old videos of like Paco and all the greats play that, it's like there isn't this sense of everything is, tightly timed and, everything has this magical flow to it and everything just happens when it wants to. And that's the way, and it's, and that has to do a lot with, the intricate timings that, that are so, that you're not even picking up on these timings. And it's almost like it's meant to be that way because it doesn't want you to focus on time. It wants you to be in the moment. And that's what flamenco kind of forces you to do. And you see that in all aspects of it, whether it be from the dancing and it's just like it forces you to be in the moment. And there is, we have music that is there and these artists also make music that you can float away to, and get on a floaty and just float around all day listening, just brilliant summer music. But they also, it's look, straight up, if you are a guitar player looking for inspiration, or you are somebody, an aspiring guitar player looking, I know flamenco might, seem overwhelming and all that stuff, but I think watching and learning about it and learning about the timings and everything, I think will really make you approach the instrument in a different way. Because, and I'm not putting down any, type of style or learning of music, but it's just, the American, way is, the lessons are, a lot of everything is based on 4/4 timing, and it's like that's not so much a thing, and flamenco, as all these other intricate times where you look, somebody's explaining the timing and you're like, what is this, friggin' Morse code? Like, yeah, but for music, and it's awesome. Because look at how much you're moving around, and yeah, it's like, yeah, it works. Whatever it is, it's working. But that's, all jokes aside, it really, it will. The American way could sometimes force you to be a little bit too strict on your scales and getting all that perfect, and all that stuff is important. But also at the same time, learning how to just play and just be able to, be that in touch with your instrument that you could just float along it and be wherever you need to be, whenever you need to be there, and it will all sound brilliant. And you could even be making it up on the spot, but it all sounds like it's been rehearsed 1,000 times. And that's the beauty of jazz and jazz-like stuff. It's just, and look, there was a great player. It's like you never really hit the wrong note. It's the note after that can make the difference. So I'll let you mull on that one for a minute. But yeah, this brilliant player, somebody I definitely recommend you aspiring guitar players, all that, take a look at. He's a little bit more closer to our generations. He's a lot of his music it doesn't feel as tradition. It has a lot more of a jazzy feel to it in a lot of places, and a lot of like what we got with like Paco's Entre Dos Iguas, but just yeah. And if you haven't seen that one, go check that one out. We'll have you all linked up to all the stuff. Just yeah, you got a lot of stuff to dig into. We got a flamenco playlist. We have Paco de Lucía playlist, and we have playlists about a lot of these separate people that are all part of this much bigger, awesome picture that you really need to learn about. Because, if you're not learning about like flamenco and stuff, you're sorely missing out. And just for, there are famous guitar players that people try to emulate to this day, like Jeff Beck and Bobby Krieger, and a lot of guitar players that inspires because of their riff making. And how are they making them type of riffs? Well, they're also fans or students of flamenco. They play the guitar a lot differently. That's why they're able to pull these riffs out that's like, well, how come I can't do that with a pick? Because it was never meant to be played with a pick. And yeah, and that's just skimming the surface of the brilliance that there is to be had. So yeah, take a look around. We got a lot of awesome conversations about a lot of awesome folks to learn about. And definitely, like I said, for you aspiring guitarists, this is the place to take the Cliff Notes version, and you can get pinpointed right into the guitarists that you want to start paying attention to. But yeah, in the flamenco world, there's a nice chunk of a list that you need to have under your belt. So yeah. Hope everybody out there is having a great day. We got tons of more news, reviews, reacts, all sorts of awesome stuff to show you and talk about. Definitely comment an artist or a band or somebody that we should be checking out, and we will gladly add them to the list and show the peeps, because that's what this is all about, finding new music and introducing you to new stuff and cultures and areas that you never would have found any other way. Your algorithm never would have fed you this shit until you came along me, and it was like, hey, what's this guy talking about? A whole lot of stuff you don't know about and should. So yeah, you're welcome. Have a good day. And we'll see you in the next one. Go get acquainted with Mr. Vicente Amigo, and above all, have a great day. We'll see you in the next one.